What if losing everything was not the end of your story, but the moment you finally discovered what could never be taken from you? Welcome to Stoic Mindset. My friend, there are losses that inconvenience us. And then there are losses that divide our lives into two chapters. Before and after. The business you spent years building collapses. The relationship you believed would last forever comes to an end. Your savings disappear. Your reputation shatters. A career you built your identity around suddenly vanishes. A home is left behind. A dream dies quietly in your hands. And in the silence that follows, you sit among the ruins of what once felt certain and ask a question no one ever wants to ask. How do I begin again? Perhaps what hurts most is not only the loss itself. It is the loss of who you thought you were. Because human beings have a tendency to weave their identities into the things they possess. I am my success. I am this relationship. I am this title. I am this status. I am this version of the future I carefully planned. Then life removes one thread and another, until suddenly, the person staring back at you in the mirror feels unfamiliar. Without these things, who am I? My friend, this question, painful as it may be, is often where wisdom begins. The Stoics understood that everything external exists on borrowed time. Money, recognition, health, positions of influence, possessions, even the people we love. This truth is difficult to accept, not because it is cruel, but because attachment convinces us that what we temporarily hold belongs to us forever. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that change is woven into the nature of existence. What arrives will eventually depart. What blooms will eventually fade. What rises may one day fall. This was not an invitation to detach from life. It was an invitation to love without illusion, to appreciate without possessing, to participate fully while remembering that permanence was never promised. And yet, when loss arrives, philosophy can feel small. Wisdom sounds elegant until your world collapses. Until you wake in the middle of the night with fear tightening your chest. Until you wonder how you will pay the bills. Until loneliness settles into the empty spaces where someone once stood. Until embarrassment whispers that everyone else is moving forward while you are forced to begin again. The Stoics knew this too. Epictetus was born into slavery. He understood helplessness. Seneca experienced exile and the instability of fortune. Marcus Aurelius governed amid war, plague, and profound personal grief. They did not speak from protected lives untouched by hardship. They spoke as people acquainted with uncertainty. And perhaps this is their greatest gift to us. The reminder that your circumstances may change dramatically, without diminishing your capacity for virtue. You may lose wealth, but generosity remains available. You may lose status, but integrity remains possible. You may lose certainty, but courage still belongs to you. You may lose what you built, but wisdom can guide what you build next. My friend, when everything falls apart, the mind desperately searches for what to blame. Yourself, others, fate. You replay every decision, every warning sign, every missed opportunity. You ask, if only I had known. If only I had acted differently. If only I had been wiser. Regret becomes an endless courtroom. But the past does not change because you continue prosecuting yourself. There is a difference between learning and self-punishment. Learn what can be learned. Take responsibility where responsibility is yours. Make amends if necessary. Then release the fantasy that perfection would have spared you from being human. No life unfolds without mistakes. No person navigates existence without loss. You are not uniquely broken because life unraveled. You are alive. There is another truth hidden within devastation. Loss reveals what comfort conceals. When everything is stripped away, what remains? Your character, your values, your willingness to continue, the people who truly love you, your ability to choose your response. It is astonishing how much strength remains unnoticed until circumstances demand its use. You discover patience you never knew you possessed, resourcefulness hidden beneath fear, compassion born through suffering, humility shaped by disappointment, resilience forged in necessity. The person who begins again is rarely the same person who first began. They are often wiser, less arrogant, more grateful, more attentive to what truly matters. Imagine a forest after wildfire. From a distance, all appears ruined, blackened earth, fallen trees, silence where life once flourished. Yet beneath the surface, seeds wait. Some require fire before they can open. Some forms of growth emerge only after destruction. Nature does not mistake endings for finality. Perhaps neither should we. Starting again is rarely dramatic. It is not a sudden surge of confidence. It is often painfully ordinary. You wake up. You make the phone call. You submit the application. You attend the interview. You take the walk. You prepare the meal. You try once more. You choose not to surrender today. Then tomorrow, you choose again. Healing rarely announces itself. Recovery often arrives disguised as repetition. Small acts of courage, small acts of discipline, small acts of hope performed consistently. My friend, do not despise small beginnings. Empires are not built in a day. Trust is not restored overnight. A wounded heart does not heal through force. The Stoic path is not about grand gestures. It is about returning, again and again, to what remains within your control. This breath, this choice, this action, this moment. If this lesson spoke to something deep within you, take a moment to subscribe to Stoic Mindset and tell us in the comments, have you ever had to start over after losing something important? What helped you keep going? Your story may become the light someone else needs in their darkest hour. My friend, one day you may look back upon this chapter not with gratitude for the pain, but with gratitude for the person it required you to become. The version of you that learned how little was truly needed to begin again. The version of you that stopped measuring worth through possessions and titles. The version of you that discovered strength beneath despair. The version of you that understood survival itself can be an act of courage. You may realize that losing everything did not mean losing yourself, because you were never the house, the job, the bank account, the applause, the relationship. Those things mattered. They were meaningful, but they were never the entirety of who you are. The Stoics remind us that the most valuable possessions cannot be confiscated by fortune. Wisdom, integrity, compassion, discipline, courage. These remain available even when life strips away everything else. And perhaps that is the deepest comfort philosophy offers. Fortune can change your circumstances. It cannot decide your character. The world may remove what you built, It cannot remove your ability to build again. Life may bring you to your knees. It cannot force you to remain there. So if today you find yourself standing among ruins, take heart. You do not need to rebuild your entire future before sunset. You do not need to possess all the answers. You only need enough courage for the next step. Then the next. Then the next. For the Stoic understands that beginning again is not evidence of failure. It is evidence of life, of adaptability, of hope refusing to disappear. And perhaps losing everything teaches us the lesson success rarely can. That what truly sustains us has never been what we owned, but who we choose to become when everything else falls away. So rise gently. Carry your scars without shame. Gather the wisdom hidden among the wreckage. And begin again. Not because starting over is easy, but because within you still lives the quiet, stubborn strength to create a new beginning from what remains. And sometimes, that strength is everything.